I learn something new every time I go to the doctor. Mainly, a new diagnosis. Knew I had sleep apnea for the past 15 years, but I haven't done anything about it because, money, whatever. But I didn't realize how many problems it caused. Like the frequent nighttime urination, the leg stiffness in the mornings. I just walked it off when I could walk, but now it's a little more difficult. I also didn't realize that sleepwalking was part of sleep apnea. I thought it was a stress thing. I've sleptwalked since I was a child. I remember waking up in the middle of the street as a 6 year old. My parents put a lock on the outside of my bedroom door. My sisters had good fun with that. I'm the youngest. In law school, I woke up next to the breaker. I called the apartment complex and told them I didn't have any power when I woke up in the morning. They said someone short-circuited the whole building. Yeah, oops, my bad. Once I took a tramadol and a Lortab at the same time because my dream told me to. And I rolled into work at noon. Yeah, my boss was chill. Just made me work until 8. Told him I drugged myself in my sleep, and he was like, that's a new one. So my subconscious, tries to kill me. I thought sleepwalking was a stress thing, but I didn't know what I could have been stressed out about as a 6-year-old. I had a good childhood. My parents have been married for 50 years, that they don't fight in front of us. Yeah, I had a good childhood. I have no reason to have been stressed out as a 6-year-old, although I did have seizures. Yeah, and that probably stressed me out on some level. I did have a near death experience. I had a grand mal, and then my mother woke up, just felt like she needed to wake up and go check on me, and she did and called the ambulance, and I woke up in the ambulance. So yeah, I had seizures from birth until 6. So maybe that stressed me out to the point of sleepwalking. Or I've had sleep apnea my entire life. I don't know. I didn't start snoring until I got my tonsils taken out when I was 9. You know, the time that I got my arm broken when that kid bumped into me? Yeah, literally bumped. But whatever. So hopefully the sleep apnea, like getting a CPAP is going to help, and I'm going to have a lot, like, less pain and less, like, I can sleep better. I asked him if I needed to wear it all the time. He was like, well, you don't need to, but you'll get better sleep if you do. And I was like, well, I left my church and got diagnosed with a chronic/terminal illness, so I started hoeing around. Do I have to wear it when I'm hoeing around? And he was like, well, it's not very sexy, so you probably won't, but you don't have to wear it. You're just going to have bad sleep like you do now. I'm like, oh, okay, good to know. So I'm probably going to wear it pretty much all the time. Because if the stiffness in my legs is sleep apnea, I could deal with less pain. I thought it was MS. Because I think everything's MS now. And I forgot that I had it before I had the MS. I feel like I have 2 lifetimes. Before the MS and after. And I literally had an out-of-body experience when I was diagnosed. I was over me and the doctor watching this, and I didn't know why I was in the room. It didn't occur to me that I was floating above them. I was just wondering why I was in the room listening to this conversation about multiple sclerosis, because I didn't have it. It didn't have anything to do with me. It was probably the weirdest experience I've ever had. But I've come to accept the fact that I do in fact have it, and it is not fun. I did not have an out-of-body experience when I was told I had fibromyalgia, because by then I already had MS. At this point, what the hell else, right? I don't know, I just learned something new. So the whole sleepwalking thing that I've done my whole life might have been sleep apnea. I don't know. Might have been stress. I swim. I wake up trying to swim or do something that I think I need to do in my dreams. A psych professor once said that you can't sleepwalk because of your dreams, but I know that's bullshit because I remember exactly what I'm dreaming about when I knock shit off because I'm trying to swim or trying to rock climb in my sleep. So, learn something new every time you go to the doctor.